Are you hungry, kids? If you are, then keep your eyes right here as we have two rivals ready for a rendezvous that they hope will wind up with the dreamland of stuffing their face with a delicious rack of ribs. Welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. The Blazers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Memphis Tigers offense will go on the attack first. It was UAB pulling out a close one the last time these two got together to fight over some ribs.
That's a big deal for UAB, too, because the Blazers had that game circled all offseason. They did what they needed to do when the game was on the line. They're going to need more of that here today against a motivated Memphis squad.
To winning this rivalry. This is their rivalry. This is their rack of ribs, and they're going to go try to get it back.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Here comes the heat. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Tipton. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers are marching down the field. On the run, it's Hatcher. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Finding some room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Two-hand catches are preferable, not always necessary. Sticking the big mid up there and hauling it in.
And how about the play by the tight end, bailing his QB out? Because that was not a perfect throw, but he just stuck out that big paw and reeled it in.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hayden. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal. Getting a lost yardage play. Now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
Next, going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And close the the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Blazers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The short hands, it's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Blazers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking downfield, it's Burton. Got his man in the middle. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Blazers want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look,
there's some room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blazers.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to pass, it's Nolan. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Off the play fake. He's looking deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires left. It's caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Burton. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused a missed timing. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, UAB.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. With the catch, it's Brown.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. These two first played in football in 1997, but the rivalry goes much farther back than that. Gene Bartow took Memphis to a Final Four in the early 70s, started the basketball program at UAB in the late 70s, and they became big rivals on the court.
Reese Davis, ladies and gentlemen, giving us the background of game day basketball and game day football. Nicely done with the stats, but huge rivalry game. They don't like each other. Apparently, Jesse, they do like their barbecue, though.
They do love their barbecue, and 1997 is not that long ago. I was playing college football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Mims. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. Maybe some room here. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the red zone, it's Robinson.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And now 5 extra yards to cover after the false start. Still 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, running back on the move. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Nolan. It's on target and complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Second down coming up. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Hayden. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field, too, using these angle routes. Nice play call.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And that last completion left them with 2nd and 1, and this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Might be changing the route. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Chapman. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to go right back downfield. Back open in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying to set up the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Millen. Here's the pressure, and he never had a chance.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, we'll get great field position to start. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Got a man. It's Mims. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 5 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Coach Alex Mortensen told me at halftime, he says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific, great ball security, and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Blazers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Handoff to the single back. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Burton. Under fire. Hauls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
You know, sometimes rivalry trophies really have no connection to anything like the little brown jug or the old brass spittoon. But a rack of ribs, 2 cities, proud of their barbecue heritage, rendezvous against Dreamland and Full Moon. I mean, it doesn't get better than a trophy like this.
No.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Back to throw, it's Nolan. It's complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Memphis will be forced to punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey, guys, checking in from the UAB sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from the...
Turn! Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Gives it on the option. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Makes the grab. It's Mims. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Wants to throw. It's Burton. The quick out. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Blazers have their offense in high gear. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Wide open downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Blazers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He will not get there as the defense stopped him again. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Here's Robinson. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Send the tight end in motion. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to Robinson. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Runs through the tackle. On his feet at the 40. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Robinson again. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Delay to the back. It's Robinson. Trucks through the defender. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Fires to the big fella. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Hayden. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Got his man.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end round there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. On target, down, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15.
It's a good play call there. I think the defense was expecting them to try to run it in between the tackles, but instead, they go to the outside using his speed to come away with 2 points.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. This offense has it with really good field position. They want that clock to run. Shakes off the defender. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Jukes his way for more. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Here's Robinson one more time. Could be an alley. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Simpkins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Simpkins. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Get the